Tylon Dunlap, and we'll go ahead and as soon as you guys are ready in the back, open it right up for questions for Tylon.
Thoughts on the first day, Tylon?
I feel like we had a good first day. You can see a lot of the work that we did from the summer really showed up in the practice. Hot day, so just getting adjusted to the sun, but everything else it looked good. A lot of competition between both sides, offense and defense. So look like we're going to have a good fall.
Questions for Tylon?
How do you see your role playing out on defense this year?
I'm one of the older guys on the team, going into my 5th year. So, just trying to lead the younger guys and, just building depth along the teams the way so we can, be able to rotate and play a lot of guys. So, just being able to lead and help out the younger guys this year. A lot more confidence last year. I knew what I could do when I hit the transfer portal, but hitting the transfer portal made me a little bit more, hungry, put more of a chip on my shoulder. So just coming out with a lot more confidence last year gave me the ability to go out and perform better.
What did you like about the fit here at Kennesaw State that made you want to transfer here?
I went to Georgia State, so it was only 30 minutes from my old school, so I still have friends down the road, and since I've been in Georgia, I've actually taken a liking to Georgia. So, just coming down here I've never been to Kennesaw, I always heard about it. So when I came to the campus, I actually liked the campus. I always wanted a college feel. So, just coming on campus, seeing everything, and learning how good of the culture was at Kennesaw was just a great fit for me.
What has it been like competing alongside Donovan? What did you see from him?
Oh, Donovan, good player, man, very explosive. He's going to be something to work with this year. So, hopefully we can go out and get us some sacks this year, get other opposing teams, trouble.
So the biggest difference has been between this year and last year?
Just the confidence as a team. We feel a lot free, and we feel like free-flowing. The coaches are giving us the ability to really express ourselves and, tell them how some of the things that we want. So just going out and doing what the coaches ask, and then putting a little mix of ours, and just wanting to be great. We added a lot of good players in the portal, so just the addition of new players also helped us out too.
Things changed from last year to this year, the whole atmosphere and the whole feeling around the team.
It's a lot that's changed with the former head coach being the only one in program history to a whole new staff, a lot of new players coming in. So just getting to learn new people from different places, adjusting to a new system that the coaches run. Coach Matt got a great system. So, just adapting to everything that the coaches want and just being able to implement it and be great every day.
Anything else?
Yeah, man. So you had mentioned being one of the older guys on the team. If you could just elaborate a little bit on being a leader and just what that leadership role means to you as being one of those older guys.
It means a lot to me because, going into my 5th year, I remember being a freshman at college and having my older guys at Georgia State lead me along. So it would be a disservice for me not to try to help our young guys out. And, just looking for the future of the program, just building them up. So whenever I'm done, they still have the keys and they know what to do. And, just leaving my legacy here at Kennesaw.
Anything else? All right. Thank you, Tom.
Thank y'all.
General thoughts on the first day of practice?
Amazing. I felt good today. I was blessed to be back out there. Blessed to be back with the team, and I'm ready. I'm ready to see what the season got to hold for us.
Questions? How good does it feel just to be able to play again after the year out?
A blessing, because I say last year, a week before the spring game, I ended up tearing my Achilles, and then 3 months into the process, I think before fall camp, I ended up re-tearing it. So I felt like being able to come back out here and being able to get on the field and touch grass again, it's a blessing. I thank God.
How did you hurt it, and then how was that rehab process playing out?
I was really on that second field. I was coming off the ball. I just tried to run. Boom! I just heard a pop. Then at first I thought it was just nothing. I tried to get back up. I just fell back down. So. And then with the recovery process, I just say staying consistent, staying mentally right, because a lot of people, they'll lose focus or lose confidence and feel like they can't come back from it, but you can as long as you just try and being consistent.
Well, you mentioned the mental part. A lot of people have told me that same injury, that's really difficult mentally to handle. How did you negotiate that and navigate around that?
I just say praying and getting all my words to God, just trusting the process, because you never know what could happen. You could, it's a lot of people who ain't make it out tearing their Achilles, but you could be one of them people who could make it out and make that difference. So I had that mindset. Instead of letting it bring me down, I let it boost me up, give me confidence.
Do you have any personal goals for this upcoming season?
I just say just proving everyone wrong, proving myself right, just saying I can do anything that's possible. I ain't really got no personal goals, honestly.
Have you seen your NCAA rating?
Nah, I ain't really played this year. I ain't seen it really.
I got you. Well, they got you at a 63. Does that add an extra chip?
Yes, most definitely, most definitely. Cause last year it was like 79, 80.
79,
yeah, so they put me on. So I feel like it just chip on my shoulder. It's all right.
Anything else for Donovan?
It's one more. You've been around these guys for several months now. What can we expect from this defense this year?
I'd say a lot of hard-working people. We've been focusing on attention to detail a lot this season and this off-season, and also being coachable. So I feel like we're gonna come with a lot of energy, a lot of confidence, and ready to play and ready to go against anybody.
Thank you very much, Donovan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Questions for Davis?
Just general thoughts on the first day of camp.
High energy, great day. I think everybody came in off the small break we had, and it was just ready to get after it, and it showed on the field today. Even with it being hot, a hot day out, everybody came in focused and prepared, and we look good. We're ready to get going, for sure.
What are you looking forward to most with the position change, and how do you like yourself when you get the ball in space?
Oh man, I love myself with the ball in space, man. That's what I pride myself in. That's what I feel like I've been able to do my whole career playing football. The position change has been fun, man. It's been fun. Props to Coach Whitlow for making the transition so much easier for me. And we got a great group of guys in the room, people that are making me better, people that are just making each other better. Everybody's, close-knit. Everybody's having a great bond, and it's just making this transition real fun.
And how did that transition come apart? Did the coach mention it to you, or did you guys kind of collaborate and kind of get the position change together?
Yeah, knowing what the new system was coming in, it was on both of our ends. Being able to make plays in a different position, knowing that with the skill set that I have and in the new system that's coming in, I feel like I was able to produce and help the team out more in this position. So
what's been the biggest learning curve that's come with the position change?
Biggest learning curve. Number one, the conditioning, for sure. Had to adjust to the conditioning, and not touching the ball every play. You play 16, 17 years at one position where, you touch the ball every single play. The play doesn't happen without you touching the ball, and now having to transition to another position, it forces you to see it from a different perspective, and that's really been the fun part about this transition. It's allowed me to just find a new love for the game, and I'm enjoying it for sure.
As a former quarterback in the film room, is your word still kind of respected when it comes to quarterback play when you guys are watching film and stuff?
Yeah, definitely. I pride myself on being a leader, and I allow the guys around me to help me be better for myself. So it's not just me speaking up; it's other guys as well that's helping me be a better leader. And as long as everybody's on the same page, that's the end goal that I have.
Being brought in and developed by the previous coaching staff, how has this coaching staff earned your trust and confidence?
Just allowing us to be ourselves, allowing us to have fun and let loose a little bit. They take pride in how we feel about certain things. They get our opinions on a lot of things, and they take care of us. They make sure that we have everything we need, and they try to get everything that we want, and they're just pouring into us. And it's only been 5-6 months around them, and all those signs have already been there. So.
Did you ever consider transferring when they decided to put you a wide receiver?
Of course, there was a small consideration, just not before knowing the new coaching staff would come in, because just not knowing what the next step was going to be for this program. But once I knew who we were bringing in, I kind of knew that I wanted to stay and learn from the guys that, have done it at a high level and would allow me to, get to where I want to go.
It's probably not an easy, when you play quarterback your whole life.
Yeah.
You break the huddle, you're going to a different place.
Yeah. It's definitely been an adjustment, but like I said, it's been fun. It's been so much fun. Like I said, it's allowed me to find a new love for the game and just see it from a whole different perspective. And I just thank God for allowing me to continue to play. You know what I'm saying? Because I could be anywhere right now. I could be doing anything, but God allowed me to keep putting on a helmet and cleats and keep playing the game I love.
Anything else for us?
Is there any specific skill you've worked on as a wide receiver, like route running or hands?
Yeah, definitely. Just the small details and, looking in every football, catching the football, the small details in route running, not selling your routes, not giving, tips off to the DB when you're going to break. Just small things like that I've been studying ever since this change and just implementing that onto the field.
Do you have any personal goals with the new position?
Definitely, just to prove to myself and prove to everybody else in the country that wherever I'm at on the field, I can make plays and be a playmaker, for sure.
All right. Thank you, sir. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. Williams II. And we'll go ahead and open it up for questions for Dexter.
Hey, Dexter, Coach touched on a little bit your experience, just coming in, obviously come from down Georgia Southern and Indiana. Just what's that experience been like coming into this camp for you?
Man, it's been big, knowing what to kind of expect when you go into a fall camp. Today it was hot, some things to battle through, but I feel like the execution was there where it needed to be from the offense because we put so much time into it and we knew that it was going to be hard. But I think we pushed through, and my experience trying to get the guys along and, the other guys that are experienced on this team like Coleman and Millie, like all those guys, they kind of knew what they expect, so we've been talking about it for a week or two.
What are your thoughts on the first day of practice?
Oh man, from an offensive perspective, I thought we executed well. I think we can bring a lot more juice than we did today, but of course it's the first day, super hot, where everybody's getting acclimated. That's not an excuse, but tomorrow we definitely got to come back with a lot more juice. But I think the execution was there, which is always a good thing.
You have 4 quarterbacks here for their first season. How is that room gelled so far?
Man, great. Our chemistry in that room is probably one of the best I've had in all the QB rooms I've been in. And that's not a knock to any of the other ones, but this one is just like special. Like, we come in every day, we smile, we talk, we spend an hour after practice just sitting around talking, cracking jokes, and we're competing, so we always, those juices are flowing. But I think that at the end of the day, we all appreciate each other. We appreciate how we approach this thing, and I'm really glad to have those guys in the room with me. I think it's going to be good for when whoever's out there on the field, that the other 3 guys are backing them up.
How do you feel about the group of weapons you've got so far?
Man, great. Especially outside with Gabe and Simo and Takeem DB. Like, I really like our skill guys right now. Like, they can run. Simo is probably one of the best hand catchers I've ever seen. Gabe is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. And even the backs too, like Diggs and CB, like seeing Diggs hit a hole about that big today and take it to the crib. So it's going to make the quarterback's job a lot easier when those guys are making plays like they do.
Now a month out from kickoff, started fall camp today. Just one of those things that you're personally focusing on and the offense as a whole?
Personally, I focus on just executing every day, just being consistent, keeping the chains moving. I know today we didn't move the ball, but that's the name of the game. Stay on the field, keep the defense off the field, our defense off the field, and keep theirs on. But that's my goal, man. Just come in, be consistent every day, build on where we came from in the spring, and just keep getting better, 1%.
Questions for that? Is that Indiana game circled on the schedule?
Yeah, man. It's circled, but I'm not gonna give it too much, not too much thought. It's a Power 5 team, and that's my alma mater, but I'm not going to treat it like any different than any other game. Like, we go in, we're going to compete, we're going to make those guys play football, they're going to make us play football. So I still have some friends up there, so it's going to be fun to go back and do it. But at the end of the day, when the clock turns on, the first quarter starts, it's just a ball game, man.
What are some of the things you guys can gain from playing those back-to-back Power 5 opponents?
I think it'll be good for the team. Like, I think it'll be good for us to go compete against some Power 5 or Power 4 teams rather, and see and kind of stack ourselves up and see where we match up with those guys. And that's going to help us out later in the season when we get into conference play, because those games are going to be tough as well.
Getting the chance to hopefully start this year, does this feel like an opportunity that's been a long time coming for you?
Yes, man. Yes, it feels like a long time coming, but every experience I had before this has prepared me for now. The mistakes I've made in the past, in games and practice, I kind of keep those in the memory bank, and I remember those. I still go out there and just play ball, but you learn from your experiences, and I think that the past 5 years for me have been full of those experiences, whether it's been an injury, so you appreciate just being out here, or you make a mistake and you throw a hitch or a RPO into a blitz and back, you got to read that guy. So it's just little things like that, man. You can't make the same mistake twice, and I think that's been the biggest thing for me since I got here, just carrying all those experiences with me.
You're probably one of the few married guys out here. How is it? How do you balance a marriage, a kid, school, football? How does all that?
So technically, I'm not married yet, but it's coming. It's coming. So if she watches this, hopefully she knows how important she is. But the balance is a thing that it took some time to get used to, because I've kind of just had to tell myself, be where your feet are. So if I'm in the building, have my mind in the building. If I'm at home, have my mind on my daughter and my old lady. So just kind of be where my feet are, man. It's hard, but if you care about something, you always find time to do it. So, and that's my family and football and my faith as well.
Anything else for Dex? All right. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate y'all.